Peace and blessings. This is Under the Herbalist for OASA'S products. And today I'm here to talk about teeth decay. Now before I start, let me give you an example of something and let me know what you think. Now, we know most things, if we put our body in the right position, it could reverse a condition. It can restore an organ that's malfunctioning. We know if we break a bone in our body, with proper care, it would heal and restore. In some cases, if you have a cut on your skin, the wound would mend itself and maybe leave a little scar. Maybe not, but we know it will restore. So let me ask this. Why is it when we go for our teeth, the moment something's wrong, the first thing they say is we gotta kill it, deface it, drill it, yank it out, pull the root out, pack it with something, put a crown on it. This is all or nothing, it seems, when it comes to your tooth. So, me being the person that I am, I believe a lot of things can be reversed if you have some degree of knowledge and understanding how things could be reversed. So, like my first video, I'll give you an example. I had an abscessed tooth, a tooth that was compacted with a lot of bacteria and an infection. And I went to an oral health care provider and took x-rays, confirmed the infection, and the recommendation was to go ahead and pull the root out and, crown it, cap it off, crown it, and that was that. Now, I wasn't as well versed as I am now a little bit. I'm still learning we're always going to be learning. We don't know everything. But I wasn't well versed in certain degrees of how to, use some of nature's elements to try to reverse a condition. But what I did believe, and what I highly doubted was, I believe that with the right knowledge, something can be reversed in this body. Now I understand now, it's just not as simple as here, like for example, here is a pill, it's fixed. It's not that simple. There's a simple remedy to quell certain infections or whatnot. But we're talking about something major, Let me explain. Did you know that your teeth were made with the same material as your bones? So keep that in mind. Your tooth was made from the same material as your bone. Now ask yourself, if there's an infection or if there's a fracture in your bones, Do they drill it? Do they compact it with metal? Do they just cap it off and put a crown on it? Now follow me here. It's made from the same material as your bones. So my line of thinking is, well, let me do a study. And I'm going to share with you today what I found. It's nothing specific in order, it's just some helpful things that may assist you in your journey if you're looking to address tooth decay. All right? So the one thing I learned, well, let me ask you, has anyone was just chewing on something like a taffy, something hard, and you crunch down and boom, your tooth broke? My hands up. Happened to me more than one occasion. And I didn't understand why. I brushed and I flossed. But common sense, ding ding. If everybody brushed and flossed as they should, there shouldn't be any caries or cavities, right? Any decay. Well, that helps, but it doesn't really prevent, does it? Now, I'm going to share some information on what I found. So one of the things I found, what causes a decay or a weak teeth is something called calcium deficiency. It says here, calcium deficiency in the body can cause tooth decay, muscle cramps, nervousness, restlessness, insomnia, loss of resistance against infections, pure circulation, bronchitis, and among other things. Calcium deficiency. How does calcium deficiency happen? Let me continue. It says, high intake of meat can lead to mineral imbalance. Too much phosphorus, and phosphorus is basically the main function is the formation of bones and teeth. That's what phosphorus is. It plays an important role in how the body uses carbohydrates and fats. It also is needed for the body to make protein for growth, maintenance, and repair of cells and tissues. Now, that's phosphorus. And let me go back to the beginning. It says high intake of meat can lead to mineral imbalance. Too much phosphorus and too less calcium. Calcium is actually a mineral that is stored in your bones and in your teeth to create hardness in them. High meat diet. Am I preaching veganism? I'm not saying one thing or another. I'm just giving you information. Now, some people say, well, I'm a vegan and this is it. I'm not saying high meat diet is the cause. I'm just saying this is an example of what leads to calcium deficiency. You can have any diet, and if you don't have enough minerals in it, you may have calcium deficiency. So just keep that in mind. It is also believed that calcium deficiency is a major cause of high blood pressure. I remember back in the day, eat your fruits and vegetables. Get your vitamins and minerals, right? Well, I don't think it's much in our food now. Well, you just have to look that up. Well, calcium deficiency is one reason why you have weak tooth. Really, it's probably the major reason in my opinion. So what vitamins and minerals do we need to aid in re-energizing our bone structure and our teeth structure to work, right? We have to strengthen the teeth. Some say remineralize and build up new enamel. But we have bacteria infections, which is a decay, right? Let me continue and see what happens, okay? So some of the vitamins and minerals. Vitamin A is essential for healthy bones and teeth. Vitamin B complex assists the body in absorption and feeds the tissues. Vitamin C heals fractures. Listen to this, fam. Vitamin D is essential for absorption of calcium and magnesium. It may also remineralize teeth and strengthen the enamel. Vitamin D. Go out in the sun, supplement, vitamin D, right? Iodine. Iodine is needed for development and growth. It strengthens your thyroid. Magnesium increases flexibility in bones and tissue. Protein, necessary for proper healing. I'm just giving some vitamins. The list can go on and on, but I'm just giving some key vitamins and minerals, all right? Lastly, is something called silica. It tones the entire system, puts it all together. Now, where am I can find some of these minerals and minerals and vitamins, right? What foods? Leafy green vegetables, turnip, mustard green, kale, sauerkraut, stuff like that. Kelp is high in calcium. I will leave that for research for another day because I can't go through the list. But what I can tell you is you would want to avoid certain foods. Because one of the issues is what you would call calcium deficiency in a sugary diet, high in phytic acid, which causes the bacteria that causes tooth decay. It's a bad medicine. So you'll want to try to avoid those foods as much as possible. Now, I'm a realist. Will we? Probably not. But that's okay, perfect diet. I'm not judging. Who's judging? If you eat it, rinse your mouth off. You try to get the residue out as best you can as soon as you do it. Because you don't want that bacteria to line up and it start compounding. Now you got to try to figure out how to destroy it, mineralize it, Now, an example of foods with phytic acid, just to be cautious of, it would be like legumes, like, what we got? Pinto beans, kidney beans, soybeans, peanuts, lentils. Those are an example, but you can do your research because this is a thing that's individual. There's no certain way that you're going to attack this issue of tooth decay. That's a one size fit all. There's a diet you must follow once you do your research, and then there's a degree of what vitamins and minerals you will absorb. Now, I'm titled Under the Herbalist, so I'll be remiss if I wouldn't bring up any herbs that can assist you in this issue. So one of the issues is you have the bacteria. So you're going to have to address the bacteria. You're going to have to find a way to kill it. You're going to have to find a way to neutralize it. One thing is barley tea. Let me read it. Barley tea contains antioxidants and polyphenols that can prevent teeth from decaying. This powerful compound also helps protect teeth from plaque buildup that could lead to cavities. It's just a tea, barley tea. Another thing you can use is kefir. Not just any kefir. You can use goat kefir. Now, it's nasty. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's nasty. If you can stomach it. Now, this is a powerful item that can assist you. See, it's good bacteria in kefir. Of course, it's probiotics. It can also help prevent periodontal disease and promote healthy teeth and gum. Now, I'm going to tell you, it is said by some dental experts, if you take it for at least a week, you will begin to see a change in your teeth with the proper diet. Because you have to put your body in the position to receive such things and act on it. For example, you can't eat Starburst, Skittles, and all these sugary treats, pastries or whatnot, puff pastries, and then expect to have something work, because you're still putting in that bacteria. So you're gonna have to limit it as best you can, and then you're gonna have to put a lot more good in it to win this battle. It requires discipline, sacrifice, and a strong mental, right? A strong mental. Let me continue. Raw goat's milk contains 60 digestive enzymes which will coat the teeth and break down plaque on a daily basis. How many of you knew that? Now, I'm going to give you some herbs. I'm not going to give you all of them. I'm going to give you some, okay? We're going to look at horsetail. This herb contains silica that is readily absorbable by our bodies, right? It is needed by the body to build collagen, which strengthens connective tissue such as fascia, cartilage, and bones, as well as teeth, skin, and hair. Horsetail. Other herbs high in silica: oat straw, nettle leaf. Now, there's another herb that you would probably need, or you will need care and someone to watch you take it, because if you take this internally, there's a risk that you can have liver problems with this particular herb. But if you take it for a long period of time, so you have to be cautious with this herb. I'm not saying take it. By no means, this statement has not been FDA evaluated. This statement is not intended to treat, cure, or prevent any disease. This is just information. So be cautious with this if you so look into it. This particular herb is called Comfrey Root. It's used to accelerate bone, teeth, and tissue growth. Just giving you some research for you to do for yourself. Lastly, other herbs that will help soothe, heal, neutralize some bacteria: myrrh oil, essential oil, cinnamon, peppermint, spearmint, tea tree oil, neem oil. Bee propolis kills oral bacteria. It also prevents them from thriving. Now, these are the things that could be used to address tooth decay, remineralizing your teeth. How you do it is basically find a diet and implement a regimen of herbs every day. Take care of your oral health. You have to care for your oral health. You continue to brush your teeth. You continue to floss your teeth. But you're going to have to eliminate the sugary drinks. You got to cut them down to the bare minimum. You're going to have to eliminate the sugary foods, bare minimum. I mean, really cut them down, because you want to put your teeth in the best environment for remineralization, for neutralizing bacteria. You can't keep putting the acid and the bacteria that causes the issue in the issue. Some say you can also put cayenne pepper on a little bit of toothpaste and then brush your gums with that. That'll help with your gums as well. When you're under the lights at a dentist, they see your mouth. And it's like mechanics. When we go to a mechanic, if we don't know anything about the vehicle and they tell us everything that's wrong with it and then give you a high bill, what are we to do? Some say get a second opinion. Well, you can't just run to any business for a second opinion, because that costs money and insurance. What insurance is going to pay for a second opinion? You know? And if you have that, more power to you. Some may not even have insurance. How are you going to get a second opinion when you can't barely afford the first? So we're left to trust the mechanic's word when we don't know. But the key is to educate yourself. You know, some say you need a piece of paper for validation. But validation on a piece of paper is basically reading, and then you just take a test to see if you retain what you read. But if you're not in school and you're reading and you can keep referring to that material, what's the difference? Don't let them fool you. This is Under the Herbalist. Please like, click, and subscribe. Question: what other herbs do you know, or any items that you know could assist with tooth decay? Let me know also. Would you want us to create something with the herbs listed and the other herbs that I found to assist you for your bones and teeth? Let me know. Once again, this is Under the Herbalist, OASA'S products, homemade dietary supplements, handcrafted soaps, soon to be body butters and oils. Hey, one love. I'm out.